Here is a Year 11 Math Methods question in the unit of trig. So it says state the value for each of the following: cos 4 pi, tan 9 pi, and sine 7 pi. So we know that pi, radians, so we're working in radians because we're dealing with pi. So 1 pi, so pi on its own is equal to 180 degrees. So this red dot that I've put right there, that is 180 degrees. But it's also pi radians. So let's go 4 pi. Okay, so we want 4 semicircles. So we're going to move 1 pi, 2 pi, we're back to the start, 3 pi, 4 pi, we're back to the start. And the more you get used to that, you'll just go, all right, well, it's 4 pi, it's the start. So this green dot that I'll put here, that is the 4 pi point. So when we're looking at cos, we're always looking at the x value, or the x value of the coordinate, and the coordinate we're looking at is 1, 0. Therefore, cos 4 pi is equal to 1, because that's the x value of that coordinate. Next is, I'll do sine 7 pi first. This is 7, so 7 pi, we're going to do the same as before, so we're going to think, alright, well, pi is 180 degrees, so we're going to move 7 semicircles. So if you imagine, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we're ending up at the red dot this time. Okay, so our coordinates here is -1, 0. So, because we were looking at the x value, so sine, we look at the y value of the coordinate. So if we look at this coordinate, the x value is -1, but the y value is 0. Therefore, sine 7 pi is equal to 0. And you may be thinking, well, if we keep going around this circle, we go, right, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we end up here. What about if we go 1 and we end up there? Actually, it's going to be the exact same. It's still going to be equal to 0. So therefore, sine 7 pi is equal to sine pi, or sine 3 pi, sine 5 pi. And what all these have in common is an odd number out the front. So that's when dealing with whole numbers. And I'll have another video put up very shortly of fractions, and I'll show you how to calculate the values of them. So we've worked that out. Now we got tan 9 pi. Okay, so like I was saying before, it's an odd whole number. So if you want to count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're ending up at the red dot again. Okay, so the coordinate is -1, 0, like before. But this time, tan is equal to y over x. So that means that tan 9 pi will be equal to the y value of this coordinate, which is 0, over x, which is -1. And it's a little bit weird because we don't come across this sort of fraction often, but when there is a 0 divided by a number, so say I could have 0 divided by 99, it's always going to be equal 0, right? So this equals 0. Just so you know, 0 divided by 1 is equal to 0. However, 1 divided by 0 is equal to no solution, no real solutions. So that's something to keep in mind, especially with trig, because you may come across 1 over 0. For example, at pi on 2, which is this blue dot up here, we've got 1 on 0. That means there'd be no real solutions for that value if it was tan, because it's y on x. So tan 9 pi is equal to 0, because 0 on -1 is 0. That's it. If you have any questions about this or another question, please let me know, and I will make another video to respond to it and hopefully answer it.